Right around the corner, the gold medal match in men's compound individual, as we have Stephan Hansen going up against Sébastien Peineau. And already on the stage is Stephan Hansen. Steve Anderson, you're very familiar with this young man.
Yeah.
Stephan Hansen, 22 years old, ranked #1 in the world, a 9.92 arrow average for this event. What are you laughing about, buddy?
That's pretty sick.
It is pretty sick. As for this man, Sébastien Peineau, he comes into this match about as happy as an archer can be, fighting off injury after turning pro. I'll tell you more about that. As Sébastien Peineau, 30 years old, from France, comes into this round, ranked 40th in the world with a 9.77 event average arrow. This promises to be a good match. Steve, we actually have, Stephan Hansen, who spends a lot of time here in Mexico City.
Yep.
He's got a girlfriend, Aida Roman.
Yep.
So he spends time here, but he's been sick for days. Just not feeling well, fever. It started with fever, then chills, then stomach. And so he said he's got plenty of strength to shoot 15 arrows.
I wish I had fever, chills, stomach problems, and a 9.92 arrow average.
Right? I know. As for this shooter right here, Sébastien Peineau.
Yeah, this one, it's choppy enough out here with the wind that I think it could be a close match. Stephan had a few issues in Berlin, but I think he's mostly got those worked out. If he gets going, and if the wind isn't too much of an issue, I think Stephan's very, very, very tough to beat. But Sébastien started with 10.
He did start with a nice 10. Oof. Yep.
All right.
See that?
Yeah.
He's going to make an adjustment to his sight.
Yeah, he didn't hate it that much. Okay.
Low one there. All right, so here's the story with Sébastien Peineau. In 2016, in March, he turns pro. November, an elbow injury sidelines him until March of the next year. Until March of this year. Very trying times for him, as Stephan Hansen with a 10 to even things up. But Sébastien Peineau coming back strong with an X there. Trying times for him, Steve, as he had to call up his sponsors and say, hey, I just turned pro, but I'm going to be out for months with a tendon injury in his elbow. And all of his sponsors, all the American and French sponsors he has, stood by him. And now he's back, slowly working his way back into competition over the last few months, and now finds himself in the gold medal match.
Yeah, Sebastian's found himself in a lot of gold medal matches over the years. He's a really good elimination match shooter, and he had some fortune in this one. A little bit of a low score in the 124 round against Alvarado Fernandez, but did enough to get through, and then he knocked out both of his teammates and 2/3 of the Korean roster in doing so.
Finished 3rd in Salt Lake City this year, did Sébastien Peineau. Trying to get his ranking back. That's a good look at his release. That's that hinge release that we talk about.
Right, Stephan shooting one as well, it looks like.
Stephan's one of those shooters who has gone back and forth, isn't that right?
Yeah, and I've seen him go back and forth during a match.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Stephan Hansen, who was saddled with the nickname Baby-Faced Assassin, decided it's time to grow a beard and get out of that. As you can see there, look at a good shot at him.
And he is the reigning world champion, winning in his home country of Denmark.
He did. Copenhagen.
He's got one out the bottom there.
That was back in 2015. Has an opportunity to be back-to-back champion. Out the top.
Right.
Let's go, Stephan. 15.
It is a bit windy out there right now. This is some tough conditions.
A lot of English, wind has really started to pick up. You don't usually see back-to-back 9s from Stephan Hansen.
Hell yeah. Out of the last 60 arrows, he's shot 2. And today he's got 4.
Wow.
He's got 4 and 6 arrows.
There's a lot of pressure, though. There's no question. People commenting to him. Nice 10 there. Stephan Hansen. Wow, how would it be great to be back-to-back champion, back-to-back, back-to-back, you know?
Yeah, and everyone assumes he's going to win. You know, he's been the strongest shooter in the world for the last year. And when he goes head-to-head with anybody, they assume he's going to win. There's not many people who have beat Stephan in a gold medal match.
Steve, you have. There's no question about it. Where's the last?
Only in field archery.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, not in target.
Still.
Yeah.
Field archery is one of my favorites and very underrated.
I think Mike Schlosser and Demir Achla are the only other ones.
Let's take a look at Stephan's release. That was definitely one of the better shots he has, as Sébastien Peineau has a 2-point lead heading into the 3rd end.
Yep, Sébastien is limited to damage.
Absolutely. Only 2 9s for him, 4 for Stephan Hansen.
Yep. And if it was dead calm out here, you know, these guys might be a deadlock 60-60, but the wind picked up. I mean, it's been picking up and building through the day, and for this match especially, it seems like the wind is just a little bit stronger.
Little tweak of the stabilizer out front for Stephan Hansen. As being behind, he will start off this 3rd end. Again, wind very strange here in Mexico City. Will pick up for a moment and then die down. One windsock doing one thing on one side of the field and another on the other.
10, 9, 8, 7. Got it.
Long holds for Stephan.
Yep.
Super, Stephan.
He's trying to be patient. Something you got to do sometimes when it's windy like this. Don't try to rush the shot. That ends up with a lot more shakes. Picks up a point on Sébastien.
Yep, you can see the English. The dot wasn't in the exact spot he wanted when the shot broke. Trying to make something happen after the arrow leaves the bow. Here goes Stephan Hansen.
He's moving his sight to the left. Again, he's got 1 arrow to the right of the cross of the dead center. Everything for everybody this afternoon has been going to the left.
Wow, so we're all tied up now.
Yep, even ball game. Another one to the left. I think he's afraid. He doesn't want to move his sight too much. He feels like if the wind lets up, then he's going to miss out the right.
Yep, and you saw there, he just took another click or 2.
Yep. Sébastien.
So Sébastien gets another point back. So it went from 2 now down to 1 point. And we have got ourselves quite the gold medal match. Stephan Hansen, what was he doing with his release there?
Not sure.
His
sure
post?
what, yeah,
That post maybe had been loose?
Spinning something, I don't know.
Boy,
Maybe just
angry.
fidgeting with something. Yeah, he's trying to find it. You know, Seb Peineau gets in big matches and wins. He's, I think, a 2-time World Cup champion. I think Shanghai twice. And World Indoor champion at the last edition in Turkey.
That's right.
2016.
So when he brought it up to me, actually, Sébastien Peineau, he's like, in this match, really, if you look at it, either one of these athletes really would double from last World Championship to this World Championship.
Yeah, very true.
It's a good way to look at it, I suppose.
Yep.
Either way, the storyline can't lose. So, in end number 1, Stephan Hansen came out with a 28 out of possible 30 points, and then did it again, where Peineau has been solid, 29, 29, then a 28. So, Stephan's last end, 29, still behind, even though he finished ahead in that particular end. Stephan will start first.
10, 9, 8, 7.
He has got to be frustrated right now. He just can't find a sight setting that he thinks is working for him. He's got to be feeling like he's breaking good shots if he's moving the sight.
Okay.
But it didn't hurt him. But he's running out of. You don't have a time here. I mean, you do have a shot clock, but there's no, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter.
Right.
I mean, you just got a number of arrows you get to work with, and he's running out.
And the only thing that's going to help Stephan Hansen right now is 10s. The only thing that's going to help him is 10s. Sigh of relief from Stephan Hansen. Peineau, good answers.
Yep.
Keep it within a point.
Allez, c'est comme ça, on reste concentré.
15.
22-year-old. Peineau.
Yeah, he broke it low and
Here's
tried
the
to.
thing about Stephan Hansen, Steve. We see oftentimes he shoots with a lot of English. I mean, if you did shots, especially in a 720 round, great shot from Sébastien Peineau. Look at the look of determination on his face. But with Stephan Hansen, we oftentimes see a lot of English from him, but they just find the middle.
Right.
But today, it's just not hitting for him.
It just isn't as easy in a world championship final. You know, those shots that sometimes your best shots are just barely catching 10 in a situation like this, because you've got so much tension, so much energy running through your body. The bow's never really sitting that still. You know, and in a qualification round, you can almost get away with murder.
So here's the situation right now, Steve Anderson. Stephan Hansen is sitting at 113 points. Sébastien Peineau at 115. That's 2 points difference. I'm going to harken back to a match earlier on today where there were two archers going for bronze medal. That it was a 2 point difference. Erik Sonicson had it by 2 points leading into the last end. And we saw her shoot 3 9s. And Christina Heigenhauser, a perfect 30 to take the bronze.
Yeah, I'll say Stephan's got to have all three here. He's got to have 3 10s, or there's no situation in my mind where Sébastien gives up 3 points, allowing Stephan to give up 1 here.
This arrow probably the most critical of the match.
No doubt.
10.
Felt good about it.
He's got it. A good solid X. Now the pressure's on Peineau, even though he's 2 points ahead.
Ooh, there's
there
one back.
There's one back.
Here we go. And you see Sébastien kind of got a little deep breath there, trying to settle down. Stephan's acting like a hunter right here.
Boom, there it is. So his second 20 and a big sigh of relief. The crowd right now can feel the tension in the air. Sébastien Peineau knows what's at stake with this arrow, and he does it, he answers. So still a 1 point difference. There's only one thing Stephan Hansen can deliver. It's got to be a 10 here.
A little breeze picking up right here. He's holding a little longer. He likes
And he does it. He's got it. So now, as weird as it sounds, Sébastien Peineau needs a 10 to win. If he shoots a 9, we're going to a 1 arrow shoot-off. The Frenchman back.
He's looking stable.
Oh, and he missed it just out the side. Incredible. The crowd going crazy here as it's tied at 143, and we're going to a 1 arrow shoot-off. Steve Anderson, did you think it was possible?
Possible, yes, but Stephan delivered the 30.
He did.
I'm going to clarify on my 147 comment earlier, where 147 is the magic number. It kind of goes away in a gold medal final, and it definitely goes away when it's windy.
Yeah.
You're shooting one at a time, trying to match or better the other guy.
Yeah.
And here at 143, not the score you might expect from both of them, but it's pretty choppy down there. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
All right, let's talk about momentum here, Steve, as we look at the release of Stephan Hansen. 9-10-9 for Sébastien Peineau, X-10-10 for Stephan Hansen. My view, Hansen has the momentum right now.
Yeah, he found a sight setting. He was up high on the 10 ring. I bet he's going to take 1 or 2 clicks off of what he had just to try to get that sight a little better for if he breaks the perfect shot. You know,
I don't know if I would take that chance.
I think, yeah, I would.
You know,
I mean, you're out here to make your 1 perfect shot. The last thing you want to do is make the perfect shot, broke perfectly in the center, and have it end up high. Yeah, obviously the momentum swings to him, and having just put 3 10s on the board, and the other guy barely catch, 28.
So the final match of the day here on Compound Saturday at the Mexico City 2017 Hyundai Archery World Championships. And we find ourselves in the individual gold medal match between Stephan Hansen from Denmark, Sébastien Peineau from France. They have just tied in an unlikely 2-point advantage going into the final end. Stephan Hansen delivered a perfect 30 to Sébastien Peineau's 28. Our situation now is we put new target faces on so we can see it as cleanly as possible, as they're going to calibrate with without Kawhi.
I'm nervous for him, I think.
You know, who's not right now? If you're sitting at home and you're as calm as you could be, so much on the line, the title of world champion for the next 2 years, resting in the balance right now. Frenchman Sébastien Peineau.
He's not looking super comfortable right
He doesn't, and you know, it's deep breath. He's got to shoot first. Would you rather shoot first in this situation or second?
You know, that's a toss-up. I think in this situation, I'd rather shoot second. If a guy shoots a big 9, it kind of settles you down. You know you only need a 10. You don't need that perfect dead center X. Stephan often picks second. We'll see what happens.
Wow.
Good 10.
A good, solid 10.
But very beatable.
Closest to the center wins it. Wind right now.
Yeah, wind laid down for him.
Pretty calm.
Oh, Sébastien.
It's going to be millimeters, and Sébastien Peineau will be your 2017 Hyundai World Archery Champion. Wow.
Wow.
What a match in an end that he almost gave it away to tie it. He'll get closest to the center. Both shot 10s, but Sébastien's just a little closer.
Yeah.
And there it is right there. Congratulations to Sébastien Peineau from France.
A centimeter difference, essentially.
A centimeter difference. The man who came here qualified 15th with a 7:04. And when I talked to him and said, did you think you would make it to the gold medal match on a 7:04? He said, no way. And he certainly did it, knocking off some great shooters along the way. And he is back on top. As heart rates start to settle down here in Mexico City, the perfect way to end Compound Saturday for a gold medal individual championship. It comes down to a 1-arrow shoot-off. And as close as you like it. Wow, a big sigh of relief for Sébastien Peineau. He cannot believe what he just accomplished, and that's archery though, Steve. I mean, it's archery. If you get to this point and you line up on the line, anything can happen.
Yeah, it's 15 arrows. You don't know who's gonna have it that day and who's not. You know, if we were to go and shoot this match immediately following their semifinal matches, it wouldn't have been close.
Yeah.
You know, Stephan was shooting so much better than everybody else that day. But we take a couple days break, we set up a big stage, we make a big deal out of it, because it should be, and we make them earn it. And Sébastien is a world champion again.
Congratulations to Sébastien Peineau. What a way to come back from injury and taking the risk of turning full-time professional shooter back in March of 2016 is starting to pay off.
Seb, you are world archery champion. Say those words and tell me how it feels.
I just don't have words for the moment. I just can't believe it. From November to March, I wasn't able to shoot because of an injury in my elbow, and I came back in March shooting like 50 arrows per day. So it was a really slow restart, and it was difficult for the World Cup in Antalya and Salt Lake and also Berlin. And I work really hard to come back here and first being selected for, because the trials was really hard, and then everything goes great at the right moment. And during the final, it was really difficult. That feeling on being only alone with the coach on the line. It was more than 1 year ago, and it was in indoor, so it's quite different. And yeah, it's amazing. World champion indoor, world champion outdoor. Yeah, that's a great achievement.
Congratulations.
Okay.